Alright guys, so this is the when chapter. So when would all of this be happening? When would we be going on all these trips? Like I said before on the last video, YouTube kind of forces me to go ahead and have 1,000 subscribers and then have you guys watch about 400, I don't know, 4,000? It was 4 and a bunch of zeros afterwards, hours of content. So this is why I'm creating all these videos. So obviously if enough people watch this stuff, I can start going ahead and monetizing the actual platform. So that is when we would be going on these trips. And when would we be drawing for these trips? God, these dogs. Can you guys sit down for 30 seconds? Seriously. Good Lord. Just calm the fuck down. We might have to take this up in a second, guys. Okay. All right, so let's continue the when chapter. When. By the way, what happened was that I had to calm my dogs down and everything else, and calming my dog down apparently took 4 months. So since the last snippet of video till now, it's been 4 months. That was in November, and now we're in February. But this does show that I am committed to this, and I do believe in this, and I think that this is something that would be a movement, a creation that will help change the way that a lot of people see and what they expect from their creators and influencers. Oh, speaking on that, since that whole 4-month period happened and everything else, the whole rave with Mr. Beast came out. So if you all don't know, Mr. Beast is a YouTuber that apparently awarded somebody $1 million because they went ahead. So somebody, it was the game was the last person to take their hand off of this box that contained $1 million got to keep the $1 million. And these people, like, were doing crazy things like not eating, or they would piss themselves, or whatever the case may be. Hopefully, I hope, I pray, I like, it would be amazing to know that that was for real, and it wasn't like something that was staged, and it was something that was like, an act. The problem with somebody saying that I'm gonna give you $1 million is the fact that nobody can go ahead, I think, legally give away $1 million to somebody without that person having to pay taxes on it, etc., etc. That's why most people, when they play the lottery, they have to lose half of it. If the creator went ahead and took all the legal channels and stuff like that to go ahead and show that, awesome, phenomenal. I think it's amazing. I think it's like a turn into like what we should expect from our creators. But what I've seen a lot of things happen too is that they pace actors and they make it seem like it's a really long time and do this and do that, and then it's really not the case. Remember, with our channel and with our project and with our social media revolution, what you're getting is you're getting trips, which is something that can be faked. I can't fake taking you on a trip. I can't fake, filming, like, the experiences that will happen on that trip, the events, the activities, the flight. I can't fake that. So like I said, I'm gonna be as transparent as possible. I'm gonna show everybody. Like I said, I think in one of the videos I mentioned the fact that, like, I'm going to show you how much the channel makes as a total whole. Like, I'm gonna be as transparent as possible, so that then you can see that the amount of money that I put into these trips equals 51%, or at least 51% of what was made from the channel itself. Like I said, I do want to go ahead and start off with 1 trip a month, because obviously this channel needs to create revenue to be able to go ahead and provide for those trips. Now, back to the whole when situation. This is the when chapter. So when will we be taking these trips? Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, YouTube forces anybody to be able to go ahead and make money on YouTube by having them have at least 1,000 viewers, or at least 1,000 subscribers, I'm sorry, and then X amount of viewing time for the channel as a whole. So that's why I'm trying to create as many videos as possible so that everybody can go ahead and watch these videos. And the more that people watch the videos, the more that countdown of the amount of hours that is necessary goes down. And then that's when, like, you know, afterwards you can start creating revenue. Like I said, does it seem like it's a lot? Yes, but if you really think about it, you know, you are one person, you as one person goes ahead and, like, you know, the studies have shown that you are on your phone for like about 2 hours a day, and that's a minimum. That's somebody that's, like, you know, barely has any social media and everything else. As a whole, like, the regular person goes ahead and is on their phone about an average of 4 hours a day. So if I could just sneak maybe 10 minutes out of those 4 hours a day for this channel so that we can actually go ahead and make some revenue, and like I said, the potentiality of being able to take you on a trip that can't be faked, I think what I'm asking is not a lot. But like I said, I am not trying to force anybody to do anything. I'm not trying to force you guys to subscribe. I'm not trying to force you to watch the video. However, if you believe in the process that I'm telling you, I hope that you will watch the video in its totality, and I hope that you do go ahead and subscribe and you like, and not only, like, you know, the YouTube channels, but as of right now, I've already gone ahead and made profiles and pages for Instagram, for Patreon, for GoFundMe, for Twitter. The only thing I haven't done is Facebook, because I think Facebook is something that, like, you know, is dying out, and maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'm not right, but I don't use Facebook on my personal basis, so I don't think it's something that, like, actually is going to stick around for long. But I mean, I think with Instagram, Twitter, I was thinking about making a TikTok. I don't know whether or not I will. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. All right, so when would we be going? The moment that I go ahead and get monetized, the first month, no matter if I make $1,000 or I make $100, I will go ahead and turn that into a trip somehow. If I have to go ahead and do like a $50 trip, fine. It'll end up being like a one-day trip to, I don't know, maybe take you out to dinner or something of the sort. But obviously all of the revenue that I go ahead and make depends on you guys, you know. And obviously, like, you know, the more money I have, the larger my impact can go ahead and be to, like, you know, to reach other people. Right now I'm in Florida. You know, in the very beginning, the way that I see it is that, like, you know, obviously it's going to be like local people that I go ahead and pick out to go ahead and fly out to, like, you know, different states or different cities, etc., etc. But like I said, it just depends on the revenue that the channel makes. The more clicks there are, the more views there are, the more activity there is, the more money we make, and the more I can go ahead and give back. Like I said, I guarantee, I swear, I pledge at least 51% of what I make, because I don't believe that it is fair that these creator influencers get to keep everything, and just, you know, because they're cool or they're funny or, you know, they have a hot body or whatever the case is of the people that you do follow and why you follow them, that's on you. But just remember that none of those people, what I can guarantee is that none of those people are giving you back something on a monthly basis that can be proven, and that it's actually at least 51% of what they make. I am offering you guys 51% of what this channel makes. No other YouTuber, influencer, creator can honestly say that they're doing that, you know, unless it's like a non-profit, you know, organization, which is what their work is doing is something else completely different. So when would you need to go ahead and sign up to go ahead and enter this, like, trip contest, trip lottery, trip raffle? You would have to do it by a designated time that we would go ahead and put on the videos and on our Instagram, etc., etc. So you go ahead and, like, give a like, or you leave a comment, and you're basically just already enrolled. Does that mean that you only have to do it once and you're enrolled completely? No, unfortunately, if that was the case, trust me, I wish that was the case, and I wish, like, you know, somehow YouTube would be able to go ahead and monetize that. But obviously I need activity on these channels to be able to go ahead and create a revenue. So it would have to be something that you would do on a regular basis. I mean, how many times have you gone ahead and clicked like on Instagram for somebody that didn't give you anything back, for just some person like you saw that you like, they're like makeup, or you know, a reality TV star because they, I don't know, did something like they put on a dress, or some chick that you see that you find attractive. You know, you like all these people for just the sake of saying like, oh my god, I like you. But think about the fact that, like, you know, why not turn those likes into a way of getting something back? You know, like with these likes, at least these clicks may be able to go ahead and provide you a chance to win an amazing trip. All right, so basically I would go ahead and within the month I would show you guys how much the revenue of the channel, or what the channel made, and then we would go ahead and plan out a trip. Obviously I want to make this as interactive as possible. I want to know where people want to go. I want to know what people want to do. I mean, there's a lot of things on people's bucket list that people can't do because of money, you know what I'm saying? And I think it would be amazing to go ahead and cross off a lot of these things off of people's bucket lists, especially, like, you know, people that like really deserve it. I am sure out there in the world there's somebody that, like, you know, is a dedicated student that, like, you know, has, like, you know, coming from, like, you know, a low income family that has never been able to take a trip, or a single mom that, like, you know, goes ahead and, like, you know, hasn't had a chance to, like, you know, have something for herself in like forever because she's always working. These are the people that, like, you know, obviously pull at my heartstrings, but that doesn't mean that they're going to go ahead and get any better footing than anybody else. But it would be nice to go ahead and once in a while, like, you know, dedicate maybe like 1 month for that particular type of person. In the other sense, like, I don't want to go ahead and discourage anybody from thinking that, oh, because you're not a single mom, or because you're not, like, you know, somebody that, like, you know, this, that, or whatever, that you're not gonna get picked out. Like I said, it is a lottery, it is a raffle, it is a contest, so there is no judgment to it besides randomness. It's not going to be based on you know, merit, pretty much. So take it as it may. These are just ideas that are popping into my head. Trust me, I have absolutely nothing scripted, as you guys can see. I just go off of it, and, like, you know, the idea is something that really excites me, and really I find it cool, and I find it different. And like I said, I definitely checked YouTube, and I've checked to see whether or not anybody's doing trip lotteries, trip raffles, trip contests, trip anything, and nothing of the sort pops up. I might be wrong. Maybe there are some channels that are dedicated to it. I haven't found them, and if you know of any of them, please put, like, you know, on the comments below, let me know which ones, because, you know, I'm maybe there's something that I need to learn from there. Maybe there's, like, you know, something that they're doing that I'm not. But like I said, I think that YouTube in its totality, and the amount of people that watch YouTube and social medias, and the way that they monetize things, is enough money to be able to go ahead and reach out to a large amount of people, and a large part of the viewing population. So when the channel becomes monetized, when will you be able to sign up for trips? When you go ahead and see one of the videos stating where we're going, and when you should enter into the raffle. And the way that you would be doing that is, like I said, by liking the video, by viewing the video in its totality, by subscribing to the channel, and by, you know, obviously liking something else in our other social media networks. So either, you know, retweeting something, or maybe if you go ahead and like something on the Instagram, etc., etc. Like I said, the more we go ahead and create a movement or activity on all of these channels, the more we can go ahead and make. And obviously, like I said, I'm in the very beginnings of all of this situation, and I know that I have a lot to learn in regards to how to monetize as fast as possible this situation, to go ahead and give you the trips that I'm promising. But like I said, if I have to do affiliate networking, which I'm learning about, where you know, I have to go ahead and do product placements, mentions, etc. Like all of these things, if you guys could go ahead and support it, remember all of these things are growing the channel, and all of these things will go into the net amount that we're going to go ahead and take at least 51% of to go ahead and give back to you. So when will we be going to all of these things? As soon as possible. It's going to be like, all of these trips are going to be like maybe like 4-day trips. Like, I mean, a lot of people, unfortunately, I would love to do like a whole week trip. And maybe we'll get to there, but obviously I would have to find people that, like, you know, can take a whole week off. And if I see in the comments below that there is a lot of people that can go ahead and do that, we'll go ahead and do that. But in the very beginning, obviously it's going to be like a 4-day trip. Like I said, depending on how much the revenue of the channel makes, it depends on where we go and what we do. Obviously, let's see, I have a couple little notes. I'm not totally unprepared. I think I talked about that. When we leave, yes, I think I've said everything. And the dogs didn't make any more noise. I like ran them around so that they wouldn't move. Oh, one of them is moving. Check it out. There she goes. You hear the clicky, clicky, clicky. So yeah, my friends, hopefully I got myself back in center. Like always, I know I get really excited about this whole situation. I don't know if you guys are like, you know, seeing the flow and the pattern of what, like, you know, why I'm excited, because like I said, I do believe that this is something that could be huge. I just want to go ahead and share life experiences with people, and I believe that that is amazing. I got my inspiration actually from watching The Price is Right, which is fucking ridiculous, and I know it's crazy, but you see all those people and you see the fact that these people, like, you know, a lot of them, you know, everybody nowadays is struggling one way or another, and it's amazing just to go ahead and get something back, you know. And it's that's kind of what I wanted to go ahead and do, you know, like kind of like the internet Price is Right for trips, you know what I'm saying? Like just something that everybody could get really excited about, something that you know, people can watch and, like, you know, feel good about. That's kind of what I wanted. My friends, like always, remember, your clicks are powerful. Bye, y'all.